Hi there. So I'm in Newport Pagnell, which is just outside Milton Keynes, and I'm just going to have a drive through Newport on the way to picking a pupil up. But on the way we will cover pedestrian crossings, what sort of things you should be looking out for, and so on. So I'll just get myself set off. I'll do a signal because there's a car approaching. Check my right shoulder. And I've kind of tilted the angle of the camera slightly higher than normal, so if we do stop at pedestrian lights, you can see them change more. So we're just driving down here. While I'm driving, I'll talk about what sort of things I'm happening at the same time. So we've got a roundabout coming up, a mini one. You'll see the blue sign on the left. We're going to do a left turn at the mini, so just in case you didn't know, centre mirror what's behind you, left mirror on the side of you, followed by a signal. There's a car approaching roundabout, but he's turning left, checking to my right, he's turning left, so I'm going to carry on going. I'm entering a 20-mile-an-hour zone, so it's on the ground then. So whenever you enter a slow area, just go slow, simple as that. So if anyone knows Newport Pagnell, then they know it gets a little bit busy. It's probably just as bad as Bletchley. It's got its own little thing. It's got quite a few little mini roundabouts and pedestrian crossings and speed bumps. So these speed bumps here with the little bit on either side. Second gear, maybe third gear maximum, 15-20 mile an hour. So we've got a roundabout coming up after this bend where we're going to go left, and before it you've got a zebra crossing. You can see the zebra crossing with the pillars at the side with the black and white stripes. Checking both sides, making sure it's clear, no one approaching. Mirror signal left. If you see people approaching, anticipate it and slow down for them, just in case. It's nice and clear. Going down the high street, there's a pedestrian lights changing to red. You can see the sensor on the left one above it. Now as you approach it, it's on red, it's going to change, so start getting yourself ready. Braking, clutching, think about the gears, stop at the white line if you have to, so it's amber, green to go. If it was flashing yellow when it's clear, you'd be going, flashing amber, that is. It's nice and clear. Following the road ahead again. There's a mini roundabout coming up again. Checking to the right, looking ahead, checking to the right on the approach, looking ahead, it's definitely clear. Another pedestrian lights coming up. As you approach it, they're on green, but you're checking for people stood there, people approaching who are going to press it, because that's the sort of thing you've been giving way to. At the moment it's clear. Following the road ahead. Speed limit changes to 30. We're going to go left at the mini roundabout, so centre mirror, left mirror, signal, slowing down for second gear, giving way to the cars on the right. There's a white van coming round, watch out for him. A little giveaway was the car on my immediate right, in my lane, or next to my lane, on the right lane, stopped, so we're stopping for something. Another pedestrian lights ahead of us. There's no one stood there. No one approaching it. They've not been pressed. You can see at the side if it's been pressed, the button lights up. Just going to follow the road ahead now. I'm doing 30 mile an hour. Looking ahead of me. So you're doing nothing wrong at this point. You're doing maximum speed. There's a mini roundabout coming up, and I'm going to do a right turn. Now when you're driving and if it's flowing, just keep an eye on traffic behind you. Be surprised. I'm going to do a right turn here. You'll be surprised what's happening behind you sometimes. So while we're covering pedestrian crossings, we're going to cover sort of things that crop up with pedestrians, which to do with schools. So when you're learning pedestrian crossing section with your instructor, we're probably going to talk about covering schools area. So we can see ahead of us, we've got a flashing amber light up and down. It's warning you of the school. Now what it's warning you is that the school's about to come out for the end of the day. So we're checking ahead of us. Okay. car's pulling out, so I'm giving way. Just taking my time, giving myself space from the car in front of me. That grey car's going to pull out and cause a problem, so I'm waiting patiently, checking what's happening behind me, looking ahead. Difficult situation when we're parking near a junction like that. So yeah, you got the flashing amber school sign. So you've got two signs there. You've got the warning of the kids crossing, which is going to be near a school, and you've got the amber, which is drawing your attention to it. So saying, be careful, watch out for kids crossing. That's what it's telling you. So you've got a school on the right, we're passing, which I reckon in about 10-15 minutes is going to be packed with parents, because it's already got a few there now. Parents picking the kids up. And we're just going to carry on driving down here. Now we're driving along. Like I say, I'll keep doing commentary about things that's happening. So if you feel like there's nothing to do, have a check your mirror. See what's behind you. Check your side mirrors. You know, you'd be surprised what you can find to do when you're driving along the road when you feel like it's quiet. And then you're looking up the road, you've got a car on the right on the bend, you're looking beyond it, just in case the car is coming away and starts going around it. So you're anticipating the problems all the time. Driving down here, everything's looking fine. But this is the thing about driving, you can be driving around a bend or a corner, everything's smooth, everything's running fine, and all of a sudden, wow, you can do loads of traffic, and you've got to be prepared for it. If you go around the corner, if it's going to be clear, then you'll have a mistake waiting to happen. So you're just taking your time. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come out this area, we're going to head from this area over towards Stantonbury. So we can see ahead of us we've got an HGV, heavy goods vehicle. That's a blue Tesco's one there. Just watching out for the fact that if he's giving way, you know, if he's giving way, give yourself about 2-3 gallons back. We're going to do a right turn at the end of the road, so just check your mirrors, signal right. Slow myself down for the junction because I can't see what's coming. Checking both ways, it's definitely clear. Took it in second gear. Got a mini roundabout coming up. We're going to go left, centre mirror, left, and signal. Now, if you're not sure about mini roundabouts, check the video. We're going to put a link above. So the important thing is when you're driving along, you maintain a safe speed that's appropriate for the conditions. So it's a nice day, it's a 30-mile-an-hour road, I'm doing 29 miles an hour. I'm approaching a pedestrian crossing again, and I say it's either going to be a puffin or a pelican. You've got, they're on green, no one there, so it's nice and clear. We're going to go left at the mini roundabout, see the blue sign? Going to do a left turn. Now remember, you give way to your right on mini roundabouts. So centre mirror, left mirror, signalling, slowing myself down, changing down the gears, checking to the right, looking where I want to go. Final check, it's definitely clear, slotted in behind the blue car. Keeping the 2-second gap. If you accelerate and catch up with him, all you're going to do is brake hard. If he hits the brake, or she hits the brake, you can have a problem. 2-second gap. If you're not sure how to measure 2-second gap, I'll tell you in a minute. So I've got another pedestrian light, no one's stood there, it's not lit up, so it shouldn't change. Straight after it, you've got a mini roundabout with a blind spot on the right. So you're checking your mirror behind you, slowing down, checking what's happening on the right, it's definitely clear, you carry on going. So yeah, to measure a 2-second gap, the car in front of you, when it goes past a stationary object, it says lamppost silver on. Go past it now, say, only a fool forgets the 2-second rule, so definitely start saying before I get to the same lamppost, which means I've got about a 3-second gap there. Or you can say 0, 1, 2, 3, I've got about a 4-second gap. Pedestrian lights again, no one stood there, so it's nice and clear. So providing that you're forward thinking and you're thinking ahead of yourself all the time, then you're anticipating what could happen. So if someone's stood at the lights, you know they're going to change, because they're not going to stand there just doing nothing, they've probably pressed them. If you see people approaching lights, start slowing yourself down. If you see people approaching zebra crossings, start slowing yourself down, just in case they start turning and crossing. If you see people on the other side of the road approaching a zebra crossing, remember, you might have to give way to them. Ahead of us, it's still 30. We've got some more pedestrian lights. We've got an island in the middle, so it's 2 crossings there. And you can see, it's nice and clear. Speed limit's still 30. We've got a roundabout coming up, and you've got this unusual situation where you've got a pedestrian crossing right on the roundabout, or right just before the bend. You put it there so people can cross safely, but when you're exiting roundabouts, be careful, there might be a pedestrian crossing coming up it. So we're going to go ahead. You see the car approaching, but it's far away, so I'm going to carry on going, checking my mirrors, signalling, coming off. Speed limit's changed to 40. We've got some lights ahead of us, a combination. They're on a timer and sensors, and it looks like you can activate it with a pedestrian at the same time. And when they're on green for a while, when you approach it at a safe speed, because they're probably going to change on you. You just need to be aware of the fact that they're on green. And the same sort of thing, when they're on red and you're approaching, expect them to change. Don't expect them to stick on red forever. So you've got the speed limit changing ahead of us, going to 50, wait till you pass it, check your mirrors, accelerating. The reason you check your mirrors is because you don't want people overtaking you if you're trying to take speed up. Let them go past as they are. So I'm hoping that helps you a little bit on pedestrian crossings. If it does, click like, subscribe and share it. Safe driving, and follow me on other videos, there's some really good ones in there.